Jim Williams, the gunman, is dead, killed by police after an hours-long rampage. It started yesterday afternoon in Hyde Park. The first shots fired at 50th and East End, where 2 people were killed. The third victim died near 93rd and Halsted before the suspect fled to Evanston, where he was killed by police. In addition to the 3 who died, 4 more were wounded. Families are holding memorials.
All praises to the Most High YAHAWAH, the Heavenly Father, in the name of the Holy Spirit, the earthly mother, sanctifying YAHAWAH, the Holy Son. Brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, welcome. This is your humble servant, Biglevi, and today is Monday, January the 11th, 2021, and it's currently 2:53 a.m. Peace be with you. There will be no Jacob's trouble. What you're experiencing right now, it's called Esau's trouble and the Gentiles' tribulation. And of course, the 2/3 punishment. The covenant has been restored, hallelujah. So let's proceed to this video and then we'll give the final commentary.
Our hearts are broken.
Tonight, balloons and prayers, a family honoring the life of one of the victims as they try to understand the senseless violence. We have team coverage starting with CBS 2's Stephen Graves live at Chicago Police Headquarters. Stephen, you have learned much more about the gunman.
Jim, that's right. We have been digging through this man's background, and we have found he has a long criminal history, but probably the most telling are social media posts that he put on his page moments before this seemingly random rampage.
So now you got this gentleman right here, supposed to be a security guard. I don't know how this happened. This dude, he went around and murdered 3 people. And he wounded 4 over there in Chicago. And then again, when our people do this, for the benefit of the doubt, we'll call this guy our people, but I can assure you he's not. I read his spirit. I read his people's spirit. No, they are not. Okay? This guy is not even a 2/3. He's not one of us at all, period. When I read his Facebook stuff, the way he was doing things, that's not one of us. So now, when it comes to somebody that look like us, maybe a possibility that he's one of us. They always dig into his background. What did he do? Criminals and all that, all those things. So this dude went around for some odd reason. Nobody knows. Like lately, you've been seeing a lot of shooting. Those people are going out of their mind. Then again, we said we don't care here about your quote unquote your skin color. We care about your spirit. And when you see this guy's video, when you read his spirit, he's not one of us.
Chicago police sources confirming this is Jason Nightingale, the 32-year-old man officers say went on a killing spree on Chicago's South Side Saturday. New surveillance video shows one murder at a convenience store on South Halsted. We're stopping it before the suspect comes up behind a 20-year-old customer, shoots him dead, and injures the clerk. Moments later, seen taking the store's cash. Those 2 shot, just among the 3 dead and 4 injured as the rampage reached Evanston. The murder spree not ending until officers there shot him dead. Nightingale's personal Facebook reveals a series of disturbing videos in the days and hours leading up to the shootings. He threatens to blow up the community in one, showing a gun in another, making random outbursts. His criminal history dates back years. Cook County court records detail charges and arrests starting in 2005, drug possession, theft, trespassing, aggravated assault, and domestic battery. The latest in 2019 when paperwork shows he violated a protective order. That case closed last July. His LinkedIn page says he's since been self-employed, past jobs working as a janitor, security guard, and a doorman, the same job as one woman he's accused of killing in Hyde Park.
So this guy, he's going around and killing people for no reason. And I was looking at the people that he killed. There's another video Okay, the next video is going to show you that women that he killed.
This is
okay,
wild.
This woman right here.
This is beyond any of our imaginations.
Adari Neville's,
She's my mother.
and Rodney White,
And I was your son.
each got a
Okay,
phone call
listen to
Saturday
what they're
that
saying.
forever changed their lives.
My cousin called because her friend actually heard about the news first and notified her.
My sister, she the one called me in Arizona. She's like, just find a way to get here as soon as possible. You know, you need to come home.
And Neville's had to get on a flight too.
Same, I flew in from Atlanta. We don't live here.
Did she say they're from affluent? What the hell was that? Let me hear this again. Let me see if I can put the.
Flew in from Atlanta. We don't live here. So
Okay, well.
Called me in Arizona. She's like, just find a way to get here as soon as possible. You know, you need to come home.
And Neville's had to get on a flight too.
same, I flew in from Atlanta. We don't live here.
Okay, all right. She said, so I flew from Atlanta. I thought she said she's from affluent Atlanta. Whoa, that would be a slap in the face there. Okay, all right, yeah, wow.
So my mom was just here by herself.
Their mother was 46-year-old Isha Newell, but she was better known as Isha Johnson, a long-time doorman at one of the buildings on the 4900 block of South East End Avenue. Police said Jason Nightingale, the gunman in Saturday's deadly spree, opened fire in the lobby, injuring a 77-year-old woman and fatally wounding Johnson with bullets to the back and chest.
So again, I look those people up and then I read their spirit, and again, it does not check. You know, you see their entourage, the people that they keep around them, where they are working, where they like to be, what things they like to do, and you're like, okay, yeah, well, whatever, man. You know, things happen. So people are saying like, okay, yeah, well, you know, because this person is quote unquote a black woman, we're supposed to do all kind of things to you know, be sympathize with her. We don't know that. Then again, this dude right here. He's a Chinese student. This guy is a Chinese student. Okay, he's a quote unquote a Moabite student, and they have to call his parents from China and telling his parent that, hey, your son that you sent study in America is dead. Somebody shot and killed him. Another dude, this guy, he was just buying a lottery ticket in a store, and then the guy pop up behind him and shoot him in the head. Okay, so you need some strong demonic, okay, possession to do things like that. So this is all of the Most High. All right, this is all of the Most High. There will be no mercy here, man. There will be no. The Most High is not a respecter of person. He's not going to say, okay, well, you know, you this, you that color, you that this. The Most High is going to look into your record. He's going to look into your heart, into your past, what you have sown. Remember, this is the harvest time, all right?
A man staying at an Airbnb in Brooklyn is the latest victim of gun violence here in New York City. Police say the 24-year-old was staying at an apartment on Montauk Avenue in East New York when shots rang out just after midnight. He was shot several times and he died at the scene. It's not clear yet if the victim was the target here.
Brothers, you see this in New York. There are so many fires, so many shooting. And those people, they'll start noticing that. They'll start noticing like something is like unusually wrong, okay? An Airbnb in East New York, the hell, people aren't in East New York voluntarily. They are there because they have to be there. Yeah, they have to take care of some business, okay? You know? So, seriously, New York is the news every day for similar hate. Crazy. That is because it's true. They're seeing a lot of shooting in New York, a lot of shooting in Houston, a lot of shooting in Miami, major, all of those major cities. The only city I haven't seen yet is Atlanta, but all those major cities, they keep seeing shooting, car running over people, okay, and apartment on fire.
That man was just taken into custody by police on Detroit's west side.
He was holed up in a home with a gun and 2 young children on Prest near Greenfield and West McNichols. Victor Williams is there live. And Victor, this all just came to an end?
Yes, that's right. Just a few minutes ago, police had spent hours out here negotiating with this man, trying to get him to come out along with those 2 children that he had inside. And so far, it does look like this is the result that they were looking for.
A barricaded gunman situation comes to a peaceful end on Detroit's west side. It all started around 11:35 a.m. when officers were dispatched out to a home on Prest for a domestic disturbance.
As you can see, as you've been seeing lately, so many domestic disturbance, domestic violence, and some men always have a gun. Either they ended up shooting their wife, their girlfriend, their children for some odd reason. This didn't happen here. But we know it's the pressure of the lockdown, the pressure of the Most High, and then we know the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham is upon them. The verse for today is, bless the Lord, O my soul, and all his within me. Bless his holy name. That's why we told you to keep the Most High name apart. Sanctify the Most High. Bless him. Bless the horrible and terrible one, O my soul, and all is within me. Everything, my heart uncover, my soul, my spirit. Bless his name. Bless his holy name. This name is separate. You should never sit there and saying anything, well, the Illuminati, they're going to fight him and stuff. Never say anything like this, okay? Then again, brothers, this is happening on the behalf of the covenant in Genesis 15, verse 13. The 400 years is up, pay up, all right? Verse 13. We do this every videos, okay? All right, and he said unto Abraham, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and they shall serve them, and they shall afflict them for 400 years. And also, that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. And Father is using the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham to judge them. So far, we witness sorrow and pestilence. Shooting, mental illness, all those things, they're all form of pestilence. People killing their wives, their husband, and all that, they are form of pestilence. Again, let's go in New York.
The Queens Hotel that was the site of New York City's first shooting homicide of 2021 on New Year's Day has reportedly now closed. The New York Post says the Umbrella Hotel in Kew Gardens now has a hotel close sign posted, actually many of them in the lobby. This week, Mayor Bill de Blasio said he would move to have that hotel shut down after a triple shooting on New Year's Day that killed 20-year-old Robert Williams and injured 2 other people. Neighbors had long complained for years the hotel was a hub for drugs and violent.
Yeah, whatever. They didn't close this thing because of the shooting. They closed it because those people are running out of business. They're running out of money. Their blessing is done. They need to get the hell off of our holy land. Okay, they need to get the hell off, man. You know? So, no business wants to be in a crime-ridden city. All businesses will leave and go out of business because of lockdowns. Yes. Yes. You know? And then again, brothers, you don't know how profitable it is for a hotel to be in a crime-ridden area. They love that. They love where there's a lot of drugs and prostitute. Their rooms always booked. Their rooms always booked. When things like that rarely happen where there's a drug-ridden area. They're actually pretty safe. I can't believe I'm saying this. They're actually pretty safe. Remember, I had businesses. I used to run with a lot of those people and stuff. I talked to them. I interviewed them, you know. And then it's usually pretty safe. Those people really don't want to be in trouble. When they do that, they do this when it's come to extreme measure. And then they will take this chance, all right? St. Louis.
A man is charged tonight after a St. Louis minister was killed as he stood right there in his own yard.
Police say the pastor was hit by a driver under the influence. Fox 2's Kelly Hoskins talked with the victim's grieving family about the tragedy.
A family member say that Minister Vernon Jones was a loving husband, father, and grandfather, and they're still trying to come to grips with the tragedy of something that happened to a man that meant so much to the community.
The man that did this, I understand that he may be suffering, I get it. But the pain and the hurt that my family is feeling will never be replaced. It hurts so bad.
Heartbreak and grief from the family of 53-year-old Minister Vernon Jones.
So you got this fellow right here, and we'll call it a brother, okay? Because I read his spirit, his people. They are our people. You know, I take that liberty to say this. And this dude, he's supposed to be a minister or something. Okay, well, we give it the benefit of the doubt, call him some type of pastor, but he is involved with the pursuit of Mahan witchcraft. And now he was standing in his own backyard, in his own yard. And somehow some dude got drunk and ran over and killed this man in his own yard. Which showed you the Most High, the horrible and terrible God, is taking those guys out all kinds of way. You see those guys they just falling, and they're just preaching, and they fall, they die. You see they are singing, they die. You see they just finish singing in church and play music, go home, and somebody take an iron and bash their head, bash them in their heads and kill them. You see those guys crossing the street while they are going to church, they die. You see those guys open the church. Okay, we like one day they open the church today, they die tomorrow. They opened the church yesterday, they die today. You see how the Most High is taking those people out. Brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, chosen and grafted, stay out of those places. Let's move in.
Of New Perfect Peace Church. Investigators say Jones' life was cut short Monday when a driver under the influence drove a vehicle into Jones as he stood in front of his home on Missouri 367 in Moline Acres.
Very sad, any time that we have a fatality crash, it's very sad. It adds a little more sadness to it when you think that this person was just going out to check his mail, and just like he does every other day.
Authorities say the St. Louis male driver is charged with DWI involving the death of another person, and the driver remains behind bars. Minister Jones was a father of 4 men, had 10 grandchildren, and was a devoted and loving husband.
See, this is a beautiful family here, man. I like seeing my people. That's why I'm reading this dude. I'm like, yo, he's one of us. This is typically, that's how our family look like. But because of the spirit he has, you can assure you that all those people here, they have that church spirit, man. A beautiful family. This is a beautiful thing you're seeing here, man. Men, women, and then children. Beautiful family. Hopefully, man, that he's the only guy that the Most High took out. Hopefully, the people that are in his family, a family member, will watch this, and then they will know the truth, and then they will warn them, and they will come to the Lord, man. This is a beautiful thing. Family together, eating together, and stuff like that. But this dude, he was a member of the priesthood of Mahan, man. He got down with them. The Most High put him on the ground.
He was known for always giving back to the community and always volunteering in his church.
It's just hard to put into words how this has devastated our family. He was a patriarch, he was the head of everything, and now it's up to us to bring our family close together.
Jones officiated the weddings for his sons. He encouraged his family to live their dreams.
See, that's what it is. That's what the family is supposed to be. They're supposed to be together. That's what our family is supposed to be. And the problem is our people will band together on the behalf of white Jesus. They will not band together on the behalf of the Most High. They will go against you. Well, it's the Most High's will, man. It's a beautiful thing we are seeing here, man. The family together, they are marrying with their own people and stuff, but they're not doing it in righteousness. See the grandma still alive, the children are here. That's what the Most High want to see. But not for this cause, man. This is very sad, but it's of the Most High, man. It's of the Most High. And lately, those people start noticing this, man. Okay, they start noticing like there's too many of those things are happening, and how come what's going on? But it's the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. This young man in the beginning of this video, okay,
will never be replaced.
So okay, it's a sorrow from much needs, man. He's in sorrow. All right, so that's what it is. If your family member, they are hardcore Christian brothers, something happened to them, pray the Lord, say, Father, this is your will. I'm staying out of it. There's nothing I can do. I already pray you for my brother. I already pray you for my sister, my uncle, my nephew, my niece, my aunt, my mother, my father. I pray you for them. This is in your hand.
And now back to our big story this morning. Illegal street racing in Harris County. Law enforcement says is a problem they are seeing now way too often. Last night, they reported to a scene near I-10 and Greenhouse.
You hear what she said? They seeing these things way too often.
Which led to a pursuit. Channel 2's Taisha Walker is joining us live with the details to this one. Good morning, Taisha.
Sophia, that chase started in this parking lot. Harris County deputies say that the driver that they have in custody this morning was part of a group doing illegal street racing in this very parking lot.
So now this is like the third guy. Remember that guy in New Year's, I believe New Year's Eve? He was doing, well, he wasn't doing the street racing. He was filming it. And some dudes in the crowd run over him and kill him. And they never caught that guy. You got thousands, well, I'll say hundreds. You got hundreds of people saw the dude running over him. And then nothing happened, okay? Things like that happen all the time, man. Okay? Now people start seeing this, man. Okay? They are doing donuts and stuff because they're bored. They're bored.
A horrific collision that left a 17-year-old boy fighting for life has been captured on another car's dash camera. He was walking home with a friend on a Casula footpath when he was struck by an out-of-control van. Tonight, 7 News can reveal the man behind the wheel shouldn't have been on the road.
A rear-facing dash cam.
Okay, you see those two kids? Those two teenagers walking there? Now look at the van. They're going to cut the video though, but look at the van. And then look at those teenagers right here. And again, this is over there in Australia. They drive weird. You see a bunch of, you see like 1, 2, 3 lanes are driving up. And then next to that, you see a very thin median right here. And then this traffic is going that way. Weird. But anyway, so those two teenagers, and then watch the van over there.
Captured the carnage unfold at Casula yesterday.
You see this?
The moment of impact too confronting to show. But the van continued on a path of destruction.
Oh, shit. That car just had an accident.
A 17-year-old pedestrian was thrown into the air. The van responsible appears to drift across 2 lanes before crashing. Just moments earlier, the innocent boy was with his friend walking home. Only one of them made it to their destination.
Understand this, brothers. You get off work, you get off school, you're going home, you're with your friend walking in the street, talking, and then next thing you know, you die. Next thing you know, you're dead, brothers. Next thing you know, your eyes is open. When you open up your eyes, man, you're in a very, very bad place, man. This is of the Most High. This happened over there in Australia, in Sydney. Oh, thank you for the brother that tell me Sydney was not the capital city of Australia. It's actually Canberra or Canterbury, somewhere like Canberra or something.
The teen is fighting for life at Liverpool Hospital. Today, 7 News can reveal the van driver charged shouldn't have been on the road in the first place. In September, the accused driver, 37-year-old Cameron Forsyth, was charged with driving under the influence of drugs. Police allege he was impaired by morphine, heroin and cannabis.
More plagues, man, more plagues, all right? This guy killed this kid, the other one is fighting for his life.
Area. Rochelle, what are you seeing there?
Well, Bill, I can tell you right now, it looks like a winter wonderland here in Huntsville. Take a look. These are the current road conditions. You can see a dusting on the highway. Now, it is important to note that on our way up here to Huntsville, we did help a woman who veered off the road. She said she hit an ice patch, and luckily she was okay. But as we drove further here into Huntsville, we saw another car accident. So this say things will continue to get worse later this evening.
I'm not really worried about it. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I'm used to this type of weather here in Texas. You know, one day's warm, one day's cold.
No, you don't. This is number 6. This happened in Texas. This is Huntsville, Texas, and this is number 6, increase of hail and snow. All right, this is increase of. There's so many accidents. I don't even. If I try, I could build another account just discussing, accident, man. Okay. All right, so those people are driving really fast, and we know it's not that only the ley line also. All right.
A crash this afternoon on Florida's Turnpike claimed the life of a 57-year-old woman. It happened around 12:15 in the southbound lanes between the Indiantown and PGA exits. 3 vehicles were involved, an SUV and 2 sedans. One woman was taken to St. Mary's Medical Center as a trauma alert, where she was pronounced dead.
Okay, now again, Florida Turnpike. The other day we saw the turnpike, one RV crash and explode, another car, couple people die, and then this. The turnpike is no stranger to that, but they are seeing it much more often now. Okay, they are looking at this like, yo, this thing is that thing recorded? Yes. I'm gonna make this one part. And so they are looking at this, the people are like, okay, well, maybe you were texting and all that. It's not that, man. The ley line.
Well, a close call for a pilot on Long Island today. A crash happened in the hamlet of Old Bethpage in Oyster Bay this afternoon. Investigators say the plane almost crashed into a building there. CBS 2's Corey James has more from the scene.
And many would say that pilot is lucky to be alive, and this is why. You can see the plane crashed right on top of a fence that is just feet away from an abandoned building, a place officials tell us is the old recycling center in the town of Oyster Bay. But here you can see firefighters spraying the crushed plane down with fire retardant foam shortly after the crash that happened around 1 o'clock. Authorities say a 57-year-old man was the pilot and the only person on board this small aircraft when it went down. And according to the Oyster Bay town supervisor, the man flying the twin propeller Cessna had just taken off from Republic Airport, which is about 4 miles away.
So now you got this dude again. Another plane just fall off the sky, and they still haven't found the plane over there in Indonesia. And then that was yesterday. Then again today, this plane fall over there in New York. Okay, so now 57-year-old 4 miles from the airport, and then the airplane lose one engine went bad, and then this guy went down. Luckily he didn't die though, but they don't know his condition. Okay, this is a Homestead, an accident. This Homestead is down there in Florida. Okay, let me mute this. And one died and 3 injured, including a child. So you're seeing those things are happening much more often, and people don't know what's going on. But we do. We know what's going on. Okay, this is a pretty far area. Homestead is like far west, super west Homestead. But hey, that's what happened, man.
Beverly Hills, a raging fire tore through a multi-million-dollar home on Beverly Drive. That's just north of Elevado Avenue. The fire broke out around 8:30 last night. All
right, so that's what it is. The barriers. It looked like she just kneel, and then her dress is over there. That's her hair, and she looked that way. And she just, it seemed like she's kneeling and praying. She put her hands over there like in a prayer, and then that's her dress over there. She's burning things out. This is a multi-million-dollar in Beverly Hills. Of course, people are going to say, oh, hey, it's insurance fraud and all that. The reason why you commit an insurance fraud, brothers, is because you need money. So those millionaires, they need money. They are burning their own things down, and the Most High is burning their things down. We don't care.
Flames and smoke could be seen from miles. Police say the house was fully engulfed when firefighters arrived. Investigators are trying to figure out what started the fire. Unfortunately, there were no reports of any injury.
So yeah, all right, man. So this is the plague number 2, okay? The fiery conflagration of the cities. In the city, you find all kind of things, and there's houses in the city, okay? So the comments like, oh, insurance fraud, and stuff like that. Okay, wonder why they are trying for insurance fraud, whatever, man.
Holy! A huge gas explosion caught on camera. This happened at a concrete mixing plant in Montana. Holy! A huge gas explosion caught on camera. This happened at a concrete mixing plant in Montana. The driver of a propane truck was going to fill up when he hit a patch of ice, slid over a line connected to a tank, and then slammed into it. The force broke open the tank. The flame shot out, triggering a blast with this huge fireball you see. Firefighters were able to put it out in about half an hour, and as bad as it looked, nobody was hurt.
Yeah, so that's what happened. You see this, brothers. If you've been watching all my videos, you see every single time there's always an explosion somewhere. Something. These guys slip on some ice, which is the number 6, increase of hail and snow. And then boom, this happened. That guy, he almost died. He almost died. But he made it out safely. He made it out safely. But that's what happened, brothers. It's just fires are everywhere.
Sent in with poor equipment, many without any forest fire training, and faced a communication blackout on the ground.
So this thing right here is very serious. Okay. Oh boy, I think they're going to strike me for the
This beeping sound is a warning that radiation levels are too high. These men are firefighters, and they are speeding down this road alongside Chernobyl's nuclear reactors. They're heading towards a forest fire in one of the most radioactive and contaminated areas in the world, the Chernobyl exclusion zone in Ukraine.
Anyway, they had a fire over there, and then the fire got a radioactive mix. The fire mixed with some radioactive. That happened like a couple hours ago, okay? And yeah, so this thing, yeah, then it's really bad over there. Okay, the world needs more people that care about the environment. I'm scared about what else the earth gonna face. No. You scared about what else you people want to face. Okay, a nuclear fire, all right?
The letter says the
Again, the suicide.
Now to a developing story.
Like
a woman and a child have both died after plummeting from the roof of an apartment building. CBS 2's Hazel Sanchez is in Hell's Kitchen with the very latest. Hazel.
Yeah, Jessica, a terribly sad story. That woman and child fell from the 13-story building rooftop behind me. And police say they don't suspect any criminality. The NYPD crime scene unit is here collecting evidence at 540 West 53rd Street. Building management has informed us that its tenants in an email that a woman and child were apparently visiting someone who lives in this apartment building. The letter says the woman jumped from the roof with the child in her arms.
So yeah, you got those suicide, those death, and they don't want to call it suicide because there's a rule now. You know, you're not supposed to say this, so it will trigger. If you say the word, it will trigger more people will do it. But you know, that's what happened. You know, this is the Lord's work. You know, there's nothing we can do about this, and we see it more often now. We see that how those Gentiles cannot cope with what we've been coping. Okay, it's called murder suicide news, people. Yeah, they don't want you to say this. They have to say like somebody jumped, because when it comes to that, people, they're being very, very, very careful, okay? Very careful.
Appear to be resuscitation techniques. It's really sad, and especially...
We really don't care.
Good evening, Jim Williams. The gunman is dead, killed by police after an hours-long rampage. It started yesterday afternoon in Hyde Park. The first shots fired at 50th.
We did this.
Tales about an abduction and rape that involved a worker at the Cleveland Clinic in
remember
Weston.
that guy
Officials
from
say
yesterday?
They've now made an arrest, and local 10's Leanne Morejon is live in Weston with the update.
Well, this attack just so unnerving for the community of healthcare heroes here at the Cleveland Clinic. Now police tell us that an arrest has been made.
For those of you who don't know, Weston is like the Beverly Hills of South Florida. Okay, so Weston is like a very affluent area. So now those people are seeing there's a massive amount of crime that's been happening in their own neighborhood, and they don't know why. And one of the person in the comments says something. It says not even Weston is closed. It's safe. Let me see. You know, even Weston ain't safe, because it used to be like a a very safe a safe area. Okay.
And a neighbor is telling us
And
why
I
she's
believe,
stunned to hear about this arrest. The Broward Sheriff's Office says the man seen in this grainy surveillance photo is 31-year-old Joel Casillo. He's now behind bars in Charlotte County, charged with grand theft of a motor vehicle.
Again, we've been making, well, I can't pass this dude because I've been passing him for a while now, and this guy is not fooling me anymore, because now this guy, he been breaking into Capitol. You see him breaking into the Capitol with his shield. You see him killing his own mother. Okay, you see him, well, he got fired from the church. His name is no longer Cesar Borgia. Now he's a freaking rapist. Now he's going around and rape women, you know, their own women. I can't pass these photos, brothers. I just can't pass this. This guy, he keep doing this, and then he's slightly changing his appearance. You know, he become a thief. He slightly, you know, changed his appearance. Remember that time they caught him when 6 other people, they were trying to sell meth and all that, and heroin and fentanyl. And he got released and come back there in Florida and rape one of those women, and then now they get caught again. We're pretty sure we're going to see him. I can't pass this dude. Let me go make with the other video. I just can't pass it. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. Okay, this is Argentina. Okay, all right. So this is number. Let me see if I can go ahead and. Oh wait. That's supposed to be. So this is hell. Okay, this is hell. Hailstone falling. All right, let me let a little sound so you can hear it. So this is hailstorm over there. And we know plague number 6, increase of hail and snow. All right, those people, last time that happened over there to those people, the solar eclipse happened, let's see, when was that? In December 14th. Okay, since then, brothers, Bolivia, Florida, and all this nonsense happened. And now increase of hail and snow. Father sweeping those people off our holy land. And then the hail melted and causing the flooding. Cold flooding, man. This is amazing, man. But that's the way of the Most High. That's what the Most High does. Okay, and then number 6, increase of hail and snow. All right, we're done with this, and this happened over there in Saudi Arabia. For those who don't know, Saudi Arabia is a freaking desert, and they got hail and snow. Let me see if I can put this down. They got hail and snow, brothers. I mean, they got hail. A lot of hail. The hail turned into water, and then the rivers turn into the desert into some type of massive river. All right, this is of the Most High. Okay, this is of the Most High, man. He's doing this. The Gentiles doesn't have any giant ice machine up there and, you know, doing all that stuff, you know. All right, this is what it is. The hell is failing. This is a desert place, brother. Let me see what's the name of this place. They usually put the name in English. Let me see. Hell with thunder south of Tahith, Saudi Arabia. Let's see if we can go to Tahith and close with that. Tahith. There we go. See what Tahith at. If it's a very lush, beautiful, abundant place. Let's go to Tahith. Boy, that thing is so slow. So it's in Saudi Arabia. Okay, that's Tahith right there. Let's scale back. You can see this. This is in a desert. This is a freaking desert right here. Okay, and then when you go down there, that's where this place. That's where the thing was happening. Okay, all right. A couple Muslims mosque here. They're all ley lines. Okay, this is a desert place. This place is not. This is not fertile at all. Okay, but this is the deserts. You know, it's raining a lot over there. A lot of hail. A lot of garbage, man. Those people are in trouble. This is the will of the Most High, brothers and sisters. You cannot stop the Most High. You know, all praises to the Most High. There will be no Jacob's trouble. What you just witnessing here was the Gentiles' tribulation. Okay, anytime you go to YouTube, you know, it's always something new. 1 hour. Teenagers fatally shot in halfway Brooklyn. That was just like an hour ago. I didn't even plan to make this.
Shot and killed inside an apartment building in Brooklyn.
Police
responded to a building on 580 Stanley Avenue in East New York right around 7 p.m. There, a 17-year-old boy had been shot on the 3rd floor hallway. The teenager was shot at least once in the chest. He was pronounced dead at the hospital. Police recovered a weapon at the scene. They are working now to track down the gunman.
Yeah, that's just in New York again, you know. All right, just in New York again. Whenever I come back, I'm not even looking for things, brothers. Okay, these things will just pop up in my feed and say, hey, there's a car accident. There's a shooting just take place and stuff like that and things like that happen. Okay. Oh, 007, this dude is out of his freaking This dude is out of freaking mind. California couple arrested for Oregon
Also new tonight,
murder.
detectives worked across state lines to catch a couple wanted for murder. Derek Smith and his wife Tara Smith were arrested last Wednesday on I-5 in Newman, caught within 24 hours of the initial murder call at an Oregon hotel. They're facing murder, robbery, and weapons charges.
Yeah, you know, those are the fine citizens that uphold the American way. So why is I can't pass this dude, man. Why this dude ear is all the way down there? Look at his eyes. His eyes, if you put the glasses on his face, the bar handle of the glasses, his ear is supposed to be right here. Yet his ear was all the way down there, right on his neck. What the hell is this? Or how is this? Is this dude human? Is this dude the Pat Robinson son? Because Pat Robinson is a demon. When you look at his ear, they're not actually his ears. They are his horn. Why this dude ear is all the way down? I can't pass this guy, man. I just can't pass this. Look at this. You people are demons, man. Now you're killing your own people, shooting your own people because, hey, man, the blessing is off. Time for you people to act like animals, man. All praises to the Most High YAHAWAH, the Heavenly Father, in the name of the Holy Spirit, the earthly mother, sanctifying YAHAWAH, the Holy Son. There will be no Jacob's trouble, brothers. Rejoice. The covenant has been restored. Hallelujah. Father is ready to open the gate of heaven and give unto you. Time for those people to call down and bow down unto you and worship your God. You are the blessing. Hallelujah. Shalom.